Former Pennsylvania Governor and U.S. Attorney General Dick Thornburgh has died at the age of 88. He had a strong reputation as a crime-busting federal prosecutor here in Pittsburgh and was well known for how he handled the meltdown at 3 Mile Island. And tonight, condolences are pouring in from lawmakers across the state, including Governor Tom Wolf. Stacy Smith takes a look at Thornburgh's life and his legacy.
Richard L. Thornburgh spent a quarter of a century in the Department of Justice, first in his home area of Pittsburgh, and then later as the nation's Attorney General under Presidents Reagan and Bush.
Dick Thornburgh was a prosecutor's prosecutor for 6 years as a United States Attorney for Western Pennsylvania. A tough-minded crime buster, winning an unprecedented number of convictions for corruption and against members of organized crime.
His career in the DOJ started in 1969 when he was appointed by President Nixon to become U.S. Attorney for the Western District of Pennsylvania. He took down crime syndicates and took the steel companies to court for polluting the rivers long before the EPA regulations existed. He ran for governor in 1978, beating Arlen Specter in the Republican primary and former Pittsburgh Mayor Pete Flaherty in the general election.
Having been elected governor of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
71 days after being sworn in as governor, he faced the chilling reality of a partial nuclear reactor meltdown in his backyard.
The worst nuclear power plant accident of the atomic age.
The words 3 Mile Island became known around the world, and the governor's ability to calm a scared state in the days that followed became known as well.
Our prime concern is the safety of the people of central Pennsylvania. And in order to assess what we must do to protect their safety, we need accurate information. And I think the President agreed with me that we needed a better capability to communicate and to fact-find.
He was re-elected 4 years later, which was a first for a Pennsylvania Republican in the governor's mansion. He wasn't always successful, though. After serving as Attorney General, he lost a U.S. Senate race to Harris Wofford after Senator John Hines was killed. He later served as Undersecretary of the United Nations, and years later represented Coroner Cyril Wecht after he was indicted in 2007. Yet one of his crowning achievements came as he and his wife Jenny championed efforts for the Americans with Disabilities Act.
I asked that I be the point person in that effort, and so that you had two people, the President and the Attorney General, who were very much committed to the passage of this legislation and willing to work with leaders in the Congress to get an acceptable piece of legislation forthcoming.
After a career of public service, Thornburgh returned to K&L Gates, the same Pittsburgh law firm where he first worked after graduating from Pitt Law School in the late 1950s. Dick Thornburgh was 88 years old.